Hello everybody and welcome back to Hearts of Iron, where we are definitely struggling to cross this river into these mountains. There's no doubt about that. I'm not surprised by this, but you can see here the Brazilians have shown up, as I mentioned. Was that last episode? Was that 2 episodes ago that I noticed them coming up this way? And they were just landing over here, I'm guessing, and walking up to the front. That's not a huge surprise, but it is vaguely annoying. Now, we don't really care. Is anybody available to be called in? No, they're not. We don't really care so much because we've got plenty of manpower. Hello, Army Department. We've got plenty of manpower. We've got way more supply production than they could ever hope to have. So we're just going to try to grind over them. And if we have to free up more manpower, then that's fine. We can do that. But we're on volunteer only for right now. And we're likely to, I think, run low on manpower with the amount that we're currently recruiting. We might want to cut down on this a little bit, but I think for now we'll keep it as is. Okay, so we did just get our army department finished up. That's great. Now, do these have an ongoing civilian cost? Is that what this is? Or is that how much it actually costs to do it? I don't know. At any rate, I do want to think about forming a cryptology department. So let's do that. See if we can break their codes. Whoa, we were winning this battle briefly. Now we're not, but... I mean, this is expected. This is 100% expected, right? It's just going to take a while to chip through their resources. Although maybe after this, like at the end of the episode, maybe we should load into Pratiharis just to see what they actually are looking like. I don't know, that feels a little bit cheaty, but at the same time, I'm curious. Like, I wouldn't really do anything with the information, right? But they have a fair amount of manpower available. But their military factories, they only have 68 of them. So I don't see a scenario where they actually... Yeah, the enemy is considered stronger. I don't see a scenario where they can keep this up. Like, do we know how many military factories Brazil has? Let's see here. They have 73. So Brazil plus Pratiharis, the two biggest in this war, combined together, they have fewer military factories than we have producing just infantry equipment. Hello, look at this. Are we going to start losing this? Or are we going to push? Or are they going to reinforce? This is looking decent. Are we going to finally move this line? Surely not. It's kind of moving away from us right now, but they're falling back, it looks like. They moved additional forces in. That was looking good for a moment there. That was looking quite good. Okay, well, that is some level of progress. Yeah, I'm completely comfortable with this. Like, this is fine. This is 100% fine. We have 1 million factories being built right now. And we are working on our infantry equipment. We're actually almost at our production efficiency cap on weapons too, our first production line of that. We're currently producing about 1,500. Ooh. Ayutthaya and Australia, aren't they in this war against us? Hang on. Yes, they are. So Free India just declared war on these guys, which may bring Pratiharis into that, which may split Pratiharis' front. That is very useful for us, actually. We're going to grab equipment effort. And we'll see if these guys start shifting away from the front. Japan joined Free India has called Kalaturis as our ally. Wait, are we on the same side as Free India here? Oh, we can invite Free India to our faction. That's actually really good for us. They will accept. That is really, really good for us. Free India, of course, keep in mind, was our subject nation before this import. So that makes some level of sense. So Free India is now going to be pushing at the back of Pratiharis, who all of their effort is on this front. Free India is now going to be pushing in over here on a very wide front. And this is probably the end of Pratiharis. Brazil has called Francia as our enemy. And Phalanges Poland. Both of those capitulated. Okay. Whatever. Brunei joined Japan as our enemy. This is expected. Oh yeah, Free India wants to join this. Yes. Yes, you can. You absolutely can. Okay, so we need to, I think, work on dogfighting experience. There we go. Well, yeah, this is looking good for us. Free India being on our side is actually huge, because that means that these troops here can be redirected. But to where? To this front? I mean, I don't feel like that's necessary. I really, really don't. I guess I'll just chill for now. Okay, so we can see here that Pratiharis is definitely having issues. They were not expecting Free India to jump into this. And that's great for us. They're shifting troops over. They'll probably be able to form some form of a line here, but they're taking so many losses right now that this is great for us. Now, once we've crushed Pratiharis, are we going to try to invade Brazil? That could be exciting if we did. Could be very exciting, in fact. How many troops does Free India actually have? They have... Let's see, where do we see their regiments here? That's their factories. I'm pretty sure that we can see that somewhere. Regardless. Kalaturis has joined Free India as our ally in the Ojibwa War. We can... Actually, we don't need to call anything in. Fantastic. So Pratiharis is collapsing right now, thanks to Free India. Wait, Free India gave us this back. That's nice. Thank you, Free India. Again, keep in mind, Free India was our subject nation, and we kind of granted them freedom. Kind of. It was kind of forced on us, but this isn't too surprising. We will go ahead and work on Pratiharis' cipher. Not that I think that Pratiharis will be around for too much longer. Ava has capitulated. Okay, that's fine. Pratiharis is attacking over here but losing. Wonderful. Well, Free India is definitely pushing in hard. There's no doubt about that, but again, they caught Pratiharis and us very off guard there. I don't think anybody was expecting Free India to jump in on our side. In fact, I was kind of dreading them declaring on us. So I'm pretty happy with that. Of course, our front here still isn't going too well, but that's completely fine. Pratiharis is close to capitulation. Now, we are going to eventually have to take over Free India. That's going to be an interesting fight. I'm a little surprised they haven't managed to contain this yet. Well, it's because they still have so many on our front here. Fair enough. Well, Free India is just going to take the bits of Pratiharis that they can, and they'll return anything that Pratiharis took from us in their surprise war, or their surprise attack, back to us. So we'll just go back to our original borders here. Which, ultimately, I'm okay with. And then we might have to start fighting the Ming Empire and their alliance. That'll be interesting, for sure. But if Free India is on our side, we could start justifying on these guys. That's Tibet. We could start justifying on these guys. It's an interesting option. Alternately, we could go after Brazil. So that's the thing. Hello. America is finally sending troops over. Oh, that's nice. I guess they finally decided that this was going to happen. Now, we definitely have some supply issues over here. I think we just have too many troops on this border to advance. Is my guess. Regardless, we're going to need to start piling them in over here and attacking Brazil, which is going to be interesting. How long on some of our submarines? A while yet. Okay. Noted. There's a naval invasion going on in some locations, but that's not a threat. It looks like Pratiharis has managed to set up a defensive line. It's just not doing too well against Free India. Fair enough. Free India is, after all, or was our subject nation, so this is fine. This is fine, and they're part of our faction, so I'm okay with this. They're fascist. I'm less okay with that. I'm definitely less okay with that. Here's our naval department. We're not working on an enemy cipher, apparently. Oh, can we work on multiple enemy ciphers? Perhaps. If that's the case, I want to be working on Brazil's cipher, for sure. Oh, did the Pratiharis one go away? Interesting. When we do that, it appears to go away. Bizarre. Well, at any rate, we will push through here. Well, we're not pushing through here. Free India is pushing through here. Fair enough. This guy has not been very successful, I'll be honest. However, he has every reason to be attempting to push right now. He's just not. Can we tell him to push more aggressively? I think there's a, like, stances thing that we can... Yeah, that's in a balanced manner. I want him to aggressively attack right now. There we go. That's more like it. That's what we want to see. He'll get in there eventually. Emphasis on the eventually. How are we doing on our production? We are production capped on our weapons too for now. Or actually, we're almost production capped. We're not quite there, but we're very, very close. Excellent. We're producing about 2,000 infantry equipment 2 per day. I do like to see that. And we have a lot of technologies that are happening currently. That's great. I do see that we managed to lose one of our divisions over here. We can simply take like this cavalry brigade and shift it over. We don't, strictly speaking, need this army group since Free India is on our side. So I'm fine with reinforcing this like that. And I'm fine with taking losses. I'm not concerned. But since we're attacking across rivers into mountains, I fully expect this to be expensive. They've slowed down the Free Indian advance, but I feel like they've not stopped it at all. But hey, we are potentially going to win here. In fact, we did win here. These guys are falling back. We are moving in. Excellent. We are finally starting to see this move, and all it took was Free India backstabbing Pratiharis. Well, I am happy with that. I'm very, very happy with that. Yep, there we go. The line has moved. Pray we do not move it further. Actually, we should move it further. They should pray that we don't move it further. I'm going to put in this communist revolutionary. I want to continue boosting up communism. And also, I'm thinking about what we want to do with our next things here. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, we're not apparently... Oh, I have to select it and then click to start decryption. That's a little bit odd. But okay. Noted. Equipment effort. Wonderful. We'll go for doctrine effort next. We are continuing to win up here in the north. That is great to see. Where do you guys belong to? Okay. Fair enough. And yeah, Free India has definitely been stalled. But Pratiharis is actually... their capital fell. Fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. Well, I think we're going to go ahead and delete this order over here. And we're going to have these guys frontline over here. I want them to frontline right up over here. There you go. Okay. And once again, we're going to offensive line right at this river. That's where we want it to be. And we are just going to begin that, and we will do it in an aggressive manner. We're going to attack with additional troops. Excellent. Yes, I do plan on losing divisions here. We have an operative that can be recruited, and let's see here. This one's a safecracker. This one is tough and an escape artist, and this one's a seducer. Okay. Interesting options. Rescue operative risk and cost. Okay, so that's just rescuing operatives. Perhaps a safecracker will be a good one to go for. That'll work for now. They're both currently working on defending us. So that's fine. Losses are mounting on both sides. Brazil is, of course, one of the big dogs in this. I think that's what that indicates anyway. They're like... Oh yeah, they have Wurgles. Right. We just don't necessarily know what they are. Okay. I'm actually thinking about moving these guys over and positioning them, like, over here. And I'm going to. We're going to move them all the way over, and we're going to delete Army Group 2 and Army Group 2. Excellent. These guys are the guys that I would like to invade Brazil with. Now, we don't have any Marines in them. That's the thing. Brazil is attacking us. Sure. That's fine. We don't have any Marines, but that's a job for... Oh, an expeditionary force from Netherlands? Sure. We'll take that. Like, if we could, in theory, invade here and get a toehold in Brazil, that'd be hilarious. Now, naval invasions are kind of awkward in this game. I'm aware of that, or at least they used to be. Let's see here. Naval invasion order. I think they have to be in the place with the naval base before you can issue the order, if I recall correctly. They'll slowly make their way over there, though. And that'll hopefully free up some supply limit over here. That would sure be nice. Free India is still pushing in. We're still struggling to get over this river. I mean, to some degree, Free India had a much easier front. For one thing, it was an undefended front at first. And they're attacking, like, in plains with no... or rather, desert with no river here. So, yeah. They made it through the difficult stuff with their surprise attack. That's fair enough. We are, however, making good progress over here. Look at that. We're across the river. That is a huge, huge deal for us. And we took their airbase there offline. That is enormous. That we crossed this river. I'm very happy about that. Free India is continuing to push in over here. I think the bulk of the resistance is still against us, maybe? No, they're just using the terrain to their advantage. Fair enough. How are you guys doing over here? Where are you guys, anyway? Slowly making your way over. Okay. That's fine. Well, we lost some more support because one of our aces were shot down. That's okay. Oh, we were pushed back again. But it looks like we pushed them back again. And we're going to take this airbase back. So that's great. Yep, that's exactly what happened. Sounds good. I'm going to move this infantry division into here. There we go. Lend-Lease from America? Sure. We have a research slot available, and we should probably do something about that. We'll grab Combined Arms. Wonderful. We were pushed back here again. Very awkward. Pratiharis must realize that this isn't going to work for them in the long term, though. Like, under no circumstances is this going to work for him. We'll get a new commander, and we will put this guy... Yes, we will promote him. We'll put him in charge of this army group. Our cipher has been broken by Pratiharis. Okay. It's not like our plans are, you know, unknown by them. What is the plan of attack? Attack. That's pretty much the plan. We're keeping up with our reinforcement needings for the infantry equipment, so that is fantastic. And we're not just keeping up with that, we are working on supplying our troops. So I'm very happy to see that. Pratiharis is definitely going to die. Of course, this is a defensive war for us. That should be noted. This army group is still on its way over, and it's going to continue to be that way for a while. A lot of these troops are just leaving the front. They're not in any particular hurry. Construction-wise, we still have quite a lot of military factories to build. There's no doubt about that. Before we start getting into the infrastructure. So that's okay. We are now production efficiency capped on infantry equipment 2 here. And we're making about... Actually, we have all 150 on this as well. So we're going to be making around 3,100 weapons per day. There's improved infantry equipment 2 and mechanized equipment 1 coming in. That's fantastic. Let's grab support weapons 3. And let's also, I think, work on weapons 3. That is ahead of time. But I want to enable infantry equipment 3. The faster we get that, the faster our production efficiency goes up, and the better off we'll be. And there we go, taking this airbase again. It just keeps going back and forth here. Meanwhile, Free India is just pushing in over here. Pratiharis has very little left, except for our front. We're so effective. I love it. Well, that's okay. How are we doing on the losses anyway? We're still well ahead of them on the losses, so that is great. Well, we're definitely finally starting to see some movement over here. It is, however, time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, I do believe Pratiharis will fall. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.